So before we get started here, there's just something I wanted to kind of clear up. When I played this terrible level, I was a bit confused about what exactly the barrels were called that, kind of launched you up and then took you to higher places. The name of the level is Rocket Barrel Ride, so I mean, of course, it would obviously make sense if they were called rocket barrels, but that just did not seem right to me. So I pulled out my instruction manual for this game, and in the instruction manual, it calls them booster barrels. So I'm not entirely sure what kind of disconnect there is here. The problem I have is that there is a barrel that will appear much later on into the game that it would make much more sense if that was called a rocket barrel. I mean, we'll get to that when that time comes, but I just think it's funny that the instruction manual shows these barrels as booster barrels, and yet the level is called Rocket Barrel Ride, so do not ask me how the heck that works. So I mean, if people were like, oh man, Andrew, obviously they're called rocket barrels because that's what the level name says, you can't always trust those things. But anyway, look at this. We had Rocket Barrel Ride, and now we have Tracker Barrel Trek. And it's another waterfall level, and I haven't even introduced myself or this Let's Play. Welcome to Part 6. I am Andrew. I'm going to die in this level, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So get your popcorn ready and enjoy. We have these guys here who you have to roll into. They're kind of like the spinies of Donkey Kong Country, in that you can't jump on them or else you will feel the pain. These things right here are the trackle. Why do I keep saying trackle? What is wrong with me today? Clearly, I did not, get enough rest after that last video. Tracker barrels will kind of follow you to the left and right when you jump into them, which is pretty cool. Although sometimes they'll kind of mess up and they'll cause you to fall to your doom, which is not fun at all. But yeah, it's funny how every waterfall level kind of focuses on some kind of barrel gimmicks. I mean, before you had I was going to say rocket barrels, but no, they're booster barrels. Now you have the tracker barrels, let's say this thing correctly. Whatever the next waterfall level has, I can't exactly remember at this point. Oh, I kind of remember what that level's all about. That's a terrible thing. I think there's a secret if you jump to the right here. Is there? Yes, there is. See, that is what I was talking about in the last part. Waterfall levels have some of the most ridiculously placed bonus games ever, where who is going to think to jump to the right there? Nobody. That's like almost worse than some secrets hidden in New Super Mario Bros. U. Because I mean, really, I'm currently been playing New Super Luigi U. And aside from the fact that I think the controls are absolutely terrible and it feels like Luigi has banana peels stapled to the bottom of his feet, there are some some secret exits and some, star coins, which are just like, how are 95% of people going to find it out? Like, literally, the secret exit in World 2 requires you to ground pound a completely random piece of land, and then you fall into, if you're Big Luigi, you'll break some blocks that are hidden behind the foreground, and you'll find the secret pipe that leads to the secret exit. Like, that is how ridiculous some of the secret exits are in that game. Like, what happens, hiding them in places that people, will have to use their head to get to? Not digging for oil in the desert by ground pounding every single piece of land in the level. That is my rant about Super Luigi U, by the way. I get kind of worked up when I talk about the secret exits in that game, because some of them are just quite annoying. And it's not, I don't feel like it's good level design. I feel like, they copped out and just hid the secret exit in some ridiculously stupid place because they couldn't think of anywhere better to hide it. But anyway, enough about that. We have Ellie here, and you can fill up the water in the waterfall, which is pretty cool, by using the L button, and then you can use the R button to shoot it. So I mean, Dixie Kong jumping on that guy doesn't kill him. Spraying some water at his stomach completely destroys him. Do not ask me how that works. Here, where do we want to go? We can destroy these guys, I believe, although I'm kind of missing terribly. There we go. There we go. So, first bonus game is actually, this is the second bonus game. What am I saying? First we had collect the stars, and then we have bash the baddies. So we kind of need to use this tracker barrel here to make sure that we get all of these guys and do not accidentally fall. And then we want to bounce up here. I almost ran right into that guy, and that takes us up to 29. Luckily, of course, bonus games, you can just try again if you fail, as I think it's just to the left right there, but we don't need to worry about that. Okay, let's see, let's fill up the water. So I don't even need to worry about jumping on these guys, I can just kind of completely shoot them. What else do we want to do here? We have the end, and that shoots us straight up, but why would I want to go behind here? Probably an invisible coin, yeah. Waterfall levels seem to have a lot of invisible coins hidden in them for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Let's see, Ellie can jump on top of that guy, no problem. Shooting while you're, like, coming out of the tracker barrel can be tricky, because sometimes you press the R button, and if you press it too early after coming out, it doesn't work. And I shot you completely. Maybe my R button is breaking, I don't know. It seems like the L and R buttons commonly kind of break on any Super Nintendo controllers. Not break in the sense that they become unusable, but in the sense that, you know, sometimes the pins inside them break or something like that. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's see. Let's shoot you. No, I said you. There we go, just like that. And let us go back to the right. So yeah, obviously, you know, the gimmick of this level is use these barrels in every single way possible. Luckily, there's a DK barrel there. So far, so good. I mean, we haven't had a death yet, so this is going better than the last waterfall level. Yeah, that was kind of close. Okay, we have a DK coin here. So what do we want to do with this guy? We have... Oh no, don't tell me I only get one shot. You get one shot. How does this one shot work? Okay. So if I throw this up like this, do that, make you stand there. There you go. Waterfall levels definitely have some of the trickiest DK coins too. Like that last one was pretty creative, where you had to, you know, throw the barrel and then quickly get to the other side before it hit him. That was pretty neat, and that one was pretty tricky too. And this is one of those situations where if you fail, because the steel barrel was the result of losing Ellie, the steel barrel will not respawn if you screw it up. So that means you would need to replay the entire level just to get another shot at getting that DK coin. And there will be a few other instances where, unfortunately, that will also be the case. But anyway, we're going to head back to Swanky's Sideshow because I kind of completely forgot to do it. Because like I said at the end of the last part, we have one kind of game left to try. And that is Endurance, I believe. As long as I'm not forgetting something. And in Endurance... I'm out of retirement, so I'll make a monkey out of you. Oh man, your jokes are quite hilarious. I believe that the thing with Endurance is to see just how many you can hit in the time, or actually, how exactly does Endurance work? I'm not entirely sure. As the timer's counting up and not down, which is kind of weird. Maybe you just need to, you know... Oh, that might be. I think you can't miss one. Maybe. That could probably be it. And if you miss one, you're out? Let's just see. Let's just keep going here. Luckily, so far so good. I actually wasn't too good at this mini game the last two times we played it, but you know, I'm getting back in the groove, I suppose, and destroying all of these guys. So let's see. Hit you, and hit you, and hit you. It just kind of goes on. Is it counting up to 60, or will it... Yeah, I win! I wasn't really looking down there, but I'm guessing that it went clean through the target, honest. I'm guessing that, yeah, that's probably what happens, is the first person to miss one loses. I wonder if there's some kind of multiplayer incorporated there. If you played two-player, would you be able to play these mini-games two-player? They should have set it up like that. That would actually be really cool if they did. I honestly don't know if I've ever really tried anything like that. But, not worrying about those kind of mini-games, which, by the way, I guess I have tried every single one of those now, so I mean, hopefully everyone enjoyed seeing those, even though they are not required in the slightest, nor is it really a good use of your time, because, I mean, you get 2 coins for like a good minute and a half to 2 minutes of work, where it's much easier to enter a level, get a couple of coins, and press start and select, and, you know, it takes like 30 seconds. But enough of that, we have Fish Food Frenzy to do. Who remembers Fun Food Frenzy? That was like that crazy kids cooking show on TV. That was an interesting show, although I watched it like, you know, those days when I stayed home sick from school, whether I was actually sick or not. The trick to this level is we have this guy here who is following us around. And when he starts to turn different colors there, you want him to eat enemies to stay happy. If he eats these guys, he gets even angrier, because I guess they taste like garbage. I mean, they also have spikes, which probably destroy his mouth. You want him to eat the bootleg Cheep Cheeps, and he will, you know, move closer to being blue. And I don't know why I just made him eat that guy, because that is not a good thing. When he turns red enough, he will eventually, you know, kind of turn on you and attack you, which is not good. So you want to keep him as blue as possible. So yeah, you don't want him eating that guy, but you do want him to eat this guy. So eat him. And eat him, and eat him. So yeah, another interesting concept. One thing that Donkey Kong Country 3 has not done too much is, you know, kind of get stale in its level kind of themes. Even if it's something like a level theme that you've done before, they usually add some sort of new twist to it. Like in this case, you know, it's not just your typical underwater level. You need to worry about feeding this crazy thing. And is this really all this is? There's no trick to this? It's just kind of swim around and collect the green bananas? This seems too simple to be true. I mean, yeah, you need to be quick and you need to worry about the time limit, but it feels like there should be an enemy coming at me or something at least. I mean, this feels like level 1 material. Although, I mean, we're still going to be cutting it down to the wire just because of the fact that swimming can be kind of slow. But still, 10 seconds, and wow, it appeared right in my face for 30 bonus coins. Let's just kind of continue on here, hoping that we're going the right way, because it's easy to lose your sense of direction in underwater levels sometimes, the way that, you know, sometimes you're going right, and sometimes you're going left, and then sometimes you're going who knows what direction. Let's see, let's head back down here. Okay, so do not eat that guy. Here we have an O. Want to eat him. Let's see, is there a secret down there? Possibly. No, there's not. Is this going to be damaged now? Wait, he hate him anyway. Oh, darn, if he gets any more red, I'm going to die. Eat him, eat him, eat him. No! Why did you do that? Yes! Okay. Is there anything up there? No, there's not. Please don't eat him, please. Okay. That is one of the things about this level. It's sometimes very hard to, you know, get him to do exactly what you want the fish guy to do. And that can throw you off sometimes. Let's see, nothing really up here, is there? Okay, he's pretty blue, so we're good. We have a DK barrel, which makes everyone happy. Is there anything up there? I know that there is kind of like one of these situations where you will want to go where those guys are coming from. You know, it'll be like a hidden bonus barrel or something like that. Here we have the N. I didn't want you to eat that, but we have K-O-N-N. Eat that guy, and eat that guy. And don't eat that guy. Okay, fine, eat that guy. Don't listen to me, that guy. I think this is the one where you need to go down. Is it? No, you can kind of see the floor there. Maybe I'm just making things up now, or maybe it's a completely different level altogether. Oh, yeah, he's on a mad rampage. Okay, eat him, and eat him. Where are all of the extra secrets hidden? So we have that guy. Okay, don't eat that guy. This level is not the best talking material. It's kind of like, let's concentrate and not let him eat enemies, even though he's eating all of the wrong enemies anyway. Okay, good, eat him. And him. And is that it for this level? Feels like I'm missing... Okay, please do not eat both of them. Okay. Pretty much every enemy I do not want this guy to eat, he is eating. Just go as fast as we freaking can. Okay. We've got you. Did not seem to be anything hidden up there. Is there a secret up here? No, there's not. Is there a secret down there? This is possibly the one where there is a secret. Although if this guy eats any more, it's not going to be good for me. Is there anything down here? No. Alright, it looks like we're about to die. Actually, no, this is about the secret. Finally, at the very end, we find the one that has the secret, so I can stop trying to kill myself every time I see a hole like that. Okay. Basically bash the baddies. This is one of the only times where Dixie will actually do absolutely nothing, and we'll have to leave all of the bashing up to this guy. So, you know, just kind of turn around. Luckily, because he's eating so many fish, there's no chance of him turning rampant on us. What they should have done is mixed in some of the enemies that make him turn red, and you would have had to plan it strategically so that you ate, you know, like one of the bad guys, and then one of the cheaps, and then one of the other guys, but no, they didn't really plan it like that. Also, this level has a time limit, and I kind of forgot, but that's okay, because we're up to 31 bonus coins now. Alright, we should be almost at the end, please. Basically, no stupid fish guy through this door, which is very good. And they're very nice to give you a DK barrel here, because if we did not have both Kongs, we would not, of course, be able to get coin, which is, of course, hidden at the end of the level, of course. So we can do that, and yeah, now you see why finding DK coins in the water levels is just such an easy thing. And I believe that is 5 out of 5 blue flags in this world. Yes, it is. Very nice. And yeah, that looks like all DK coins and all bonus coins found too. Wow, we actually haven't had a single death in this video, which is very surprising considering I thought the waterfall level was definitely going to trip me up. And that last level had some very, very close calls. But enough worrying about that, because the final thing to worry about in this world, other than Blue's kind of cabin down there, which we will have to come back to, there are a lot of cabins that we have seen, that we will be seeing, that we will need to backtrack to in the future. I don't believe there's any reason to ever go to World 1 or 2 again, but we will need to go to this guy's cabin. But before we worry about that, we have Squirt's Showdown. And this is the first boss where we will have to play as an animal partner, which is kind of interesting. What you want to do is fill up your water here, and this guy will spray this water thing. It does not hurt you, it will just kind of push you around. But sometimes, you know, that's not going to be good because it will shove you off the edge. What you want to do is when his eyes come out here, you want to shoot them just like that. And I think his left eye needs to be shot one more time. Kind of mess that up, but yeah, it's pretty much just, you know, avoid that a little bit. And then he'll stick his eyes out for absolutely no reason. And we'll have Andrew being the best guy at aiming things ever. This is why I don't play first-person shooters, no. Because, I mean, if I did, it would have auto-aim, and I would be able to cheat like everything. So, let's see. There we go. So basically, you, like, destroy both of his eyes, and then he's like, oh, wait, I don't even really care. And he opens up his eyes again, and you have to do that probably 4 times. I think every boss so far has taken 4 hits. So this guy probably won't be too different. It's definitely risky at the bottom there. That's when you definitely do not want to kind of get hit by the water. And, ow. It's very easy to slip off the edges, especially everyone knows how much I hate using Ellie. The way she's so wide, you'll accidentally, you know, slide off these kind of curved edges just like that. And I think that is death number 4. I think I had 3 stupid deaths in the first waterfall level. I don't even know. But hey, wouldn't you know, I mean, this is kind of a waterfall right here, so it makes sense that this would give me trouble. And it wasn't even really the boss itself that was giving me trouble. It's just like Andrew stood too close to the subway tracks and he was never heard from again. Alright, so let's see. Hey, there we go. So that's 1 hit down. And then there's kind of the same old thing. It's kind of like the fire bar from Super Mario Brothers, instead it's water. And it's a lot less deadly. Although it will still push you off, which does suck. Okay, let's see here. So that one needs 2 hits. Jumping while you're in midair is very hard. I mean, sorry, not jumping. Jumping while in midair. This game doesn't have double jump. Shooting while you're in the air, you need to time it perfectly or else it doesn't work. So yeah, sometimes that will kind of screw you up. Let's not get hit by this guy. Oh, darn it. Can't get the second hit. We also need to fill up there. Luckily, it's a little bit lenient if you fall off on the right there, because the bottom right platform sticks out to the left a little bit more, so you can usually kind of save yourself. Unlike if you fall to the left, it's not going to be any good. Okay, that's 2 hits down. And yeah, this boss battle kind of gets repetitive, in case you haven't noticed. Just kind of need to continue jumping around this thing. And, you know, kind of screw that up. And see, that's what I'm talking about right there. If you jump to the right and you mess up, you can definitely kind of save yourself. So always work your way around clockwise here. Because it will definitely, you know, make it easier to save. And wow, it only took 3 hits, and he dropped a ski. Why he ever ate a ski, I have no idea. But that is an item that will go into our inventory up there. And we will have to deal with that later. But despite all of the crazy things that happened in this video, I think we're just going to put World 3 behind us, even though World 3 is pretty good. Actually, it's kind of funny. World 3 was the water world. Why is World 3 always the water world? But next time we have Mechanos, which is actually one of my favorite worlds because we have factories and industrial things and polluting. Who does not love all 3 of those things? So look forward to that in, you know, a toxic-filled Part 7 of Donkey Kong Country 3. So thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed all of that craziness. And I hope to see you next time for more. So thanks, and see you later.